Hello, hello, hello. Good afternoon, evening, technically evening. Yes, I'm Diego. How are we all doing today? I am once again back for yet another college ready seminar because we want to make sure that you are ready to go to college via a seminar. So yes. Also, I don't know what's going on with the lighting, so if I look suspiciously paler than usual, just know that I don't know what's going on with the lighting. But hey, what can you do? Anyway, I'm here to help facilitate this week's seminar. So let's get started, shall we? Now, as always, we're going to do our vision and mission statements very quickly. So, our vision statement is to elevate people's growth mindsets so we all achieve higher ambitions. We want to continue to help you grow your way of thinking and your mindset so that in whatever endeavor you choose to pursue, you can continue to gain knowledge for those experiences. And then for our mission statement, of course, we want to guide first generation high school students so they will pursue and obtain a college education. Why? Because going to college means not just going, but receiving a degree, which is, of course, what we all want you to pursue. Right? Right. So, yeah, those are our vision and mission statements. And now for the purpose behind our college ready seminars, we want to guide you towards being ready for college because once again, one of the biggest issues that first generation college students face is just not being college ready or prepared in general. So we want to ensure that when you're at that level and phase in your life, you're able to tackle whatever issues you have um, with as much clarity as possible. We also want to help you build your portfolio to prepare for college and scholarship applications. It's important that you know how to do so and how to articulate yourself and your experiences when you're not just applying for college, but also for scholarships to show why you deserve that sum of money and why those donors should invest into you. You. And then of course, we want to increase your aware okay, there we go. Increase your awareness of who you are and what direction you want to go. Of course, life changes, it fluctuates, it happens, it's normal, it's valid. So we want to make sure that if you do reach a point in your life where you're reassessing what some of your current decisions are, that you can make the best one for you and go forward knowing that you're going to keep learning and have a sense of direction in that. So yes, those are the purposes behind our college ready seminars. So very quickly, of course, we've recently been talking about college match fit and what it means to go to a college that is good for you, or that fits you, I should say. So, of course, once again, college match is the more quantitative side of the college application process. It refers to GPA and test scores, and this is just to make sure that when schools are checking out your information, that it falls in line with what is also expected of their other students as far as their grades and their academics, and that you can perform up to par with them. So yeah, once again, that's based on GPA, unweighted and weighted, and test scores. That would be anything ranging from AP and IB scores to your SAT, ACT, and other forms of standardized testing that, in the grand scheme of things, are pretty arbitrary. And then, of course, we have college fit, which are the facets that are much more integral to you and your personality and your just personal preferences. So those can be divided up into 5 areas. You have academic, which refers to the amount of tutoring support that is available, how much educational support is the faculty close to the students, what is the ratio of the professors and faculty to students. So it's those things that you definitely want to start considering when you're thinking about what you want out of your educational experience when you're going to college. And then social, this one's pretty straightforward, extracurriculars and activities, but also the diversity aspect. How diverse is the school that you're attending, and what does it mean for you to attend that university if it's somewhere where you might end up being a minority? So those are things as well to consider. Career, how much and how well does your school prepare you for postgraduate life? Because of course, after leaving college, you do have to go into the wonderful thing that we know as the workforce, which can be intimidating. So you obviously want to know how well your school is going to prepare you for that. How are you going to get a job? The resources for getting one, even practicing things like job prep, interview prep, resume perfection and refinement and things like that. So those are things that you definitely want to consider as well. And then financial, once again, I argue that this is the most important one. How much financial aid is the school offering you? Because, some of us are poor, for lack of a better word. So, of course, how much money is the school willing to give you, and how much can you continue to receive over the next 4 years, since your education is an economic investment? And can you actually maybe potentially get that fully covered? That's a very important question as well. And then these are the more miscellaneous things, like weather, recreation, transportation. That's a big one. I think I've said that a couple times now. Please keep that in mind. Things of that nature, just all around other things that are much more niche to what your personal preferences are. So yeah, so that's college Mitch. Mitch? No, Mitch is not a person, but Match is. College Match versus College Fit. So in these recent weeks, we've been going over how do you research different colleges. So of course, we first started off by using Big Future on College Board to help us with filtering out different school choices based on our fit preferences. Obviously, this one is a bit more subjective and doesn't fully encompass everything, but it does help to give you a start on where you should look for when researching for colleges. And then from there, we use College Raptor, which was a really great website that gives a bit more in depth into the school data. It is the best tool to go. No, not the best tool. It is the best tool if you are like looking for information as a student who does not necessarily, like you're not looking at the actual website. Yeah. Once again, you saw how much they offered on just one page: demographics, financial aid, recreation, proximity, things like that. So those are all great things to consider, and it's really convenient when you can just have that easily access to you and you don't have to specifically look for certain things. But of course, the best website my bad. The best tool that you can use is just the school's website. Just going specifically to the freshman student profile for the most recent undergraduate class of whatever university it is the best way to get the most well-rounded idea of ongoing campus academics and changes or fluctuations that might have occurred within the most recent class. Maybe there's a higher percentage of students admitted, maybe there was a lower percentage, maybe they did better GPA wise or better ACT wise, because all these things are really telling of both the university and also of what challenges or circumstances classes might have been going under, especially for those who were affected directly by the pandemic on their education. So I would say anything after the class of 2019. So yeah, so definitely, like I said, school website is great, but a mixture of all these things really helps to encapsulate the types of the feel that you should be getting for each school that you are looking to research. And then of course, we also help to learn a bit more about the different types of schools as lists or in things that might be related when wanting to have different options of variety, especially when you're looking at schools that are your top choice or your safety schools, etc. So of course we use College Express, which was the really fun website that gives you lists, some of them more serious and some of them a bit more not so serious. Maybe things like top 10 best food, top 10 closest schools to the beach or best schools that are by the beach, or things like that. So College Express is really good if you're looking for that type of overview, but once again, keep in mind that those were a lot more subjective because of the fact that they were created by students themselves. Yeah. And then after that, we looked at Unigo, which is, once again, a really great review site because students themselves are the ones actually giving opinions and writing down reviews, kind of like Yelp or like Reddit in a way, which I think is pretty cool. And once again, you have a bit more interaction with the students there to get you a better idea of the university. And then you also have things such as tuition, enrollment, acceptance rates, demographics, etc. So it's just a general overall, like a general overview, but it also does have some specific topics that maybe you might not see on other websites. And then finally, we also checked out Campus Reel, which gave us a personalized student tour in which we had a student themselves take you on a tour around their school, and they show the dorms and academics, campus life, how far it is, etc., which is all great, especially when you're looking at the school from the perspective of the actual current undergraduate students who are there, and not just from some random paid intern who is like working in like the office of undergrad admissions or something like that. So yeah, so those three tools once again helped us with understanding that. So today we're going to be talking about touring universities and colleges. So yeah, touring colleges is super fun. It really is. I don't know what it is, but they always tend to be like some of the better like trips for me. Like when I was younger, I just love traveling like to different places, and you get to just be in a completely different environment. And overall, it's really important to get to know the actual physical feel of your school if you are able to, before committing and getting to know. I say that as I didn't tour Berkeley before committing, but you know what? I had a generalized idea, and I love the campus anyway. So today's session will be successful if we get to know each other, learn more tools to see our colleges virtually, and connect with your college by signing up for a college fair session. Now, what does that mean? Well, we will get to that towards the end. Thank you for asking. I'm assuming you asked, because why wouldn't you? So yeah, so let's get into it. So first of all, today we're going to be starting off with campustours.com. So go ahead and click copy this link right here that you see. Now, what campustours.com does is it's a really great way of getting a generalized access to all the links specifically designated to the school. Now, what I mean by this is that sometimes when students are researching schools, they will have a lot of difficulty specifically finding like, well, where can I sign up for the campus tour? Where do I find the map? Where do I find the website? Where do I find pictures? Things like that. And this can all be really detrimental to your college research experience, especially if you want a much more in-depth and not so much of a surface level understanding of the university that you are looking to apply to. So yeah, so Campus Tours, once again, this is a really great website that helps out with that. Which one is it? Is it this one? No. Okay, let's do my own work. My bad. Cool. So yeah, so once again, here you have a lot of interactive maps and virtual tours. So let's say I want to look up, let's say Davis. So University of California, Davis. And nothing is found. Oh, that's another thing. Sometimes you might not always find the school that you're looking for. So that's why this website can be kind of finicky. It just really depends. So we didn't find anything for Davis. Let's try UC here since it's close by. We'll do Berkeley. Perfect. So University of California, Berkeley. And already here you can see some basic info. The types of degrees offered, the region, what type of school is it, what the percentage of the students. Oh, I actually did not know that more than half of the student population was women. That's cool. Yeah, the calendar system, this is another one to really keep in mind because not every school, some schools are semester and some are quarterly. Tuition, the most recent one, so that would be my graduating class, like from my freshman class. So yeah, so you have some general information there. And then here as well, you have all the links to everything. So on there you have the link to the campus map, the link for virtual tours and where you can sign up for them, a link to their YouTube channel where you can find all the videos related to the school, and a link to the website itself. So once again, super useful, super great stuff. So I definitely recommend checking out Campus Tours because it is going to be related to today's assignment. And yes, there is an assignment today. So next we're gonna check out, now this one is a bit more fun. This one is a lot more fun. This one is called UVisit. So you're just gonna type in that URL as well. So uvisit.com/college search. And what this does is it allows you to get a kind of a like it's an interactive college tour, but it's also in 3D. You know when you go on Google Maps and you can like see like people's houses and stuff like that? It's like this, except there's people talking to you. So let's say I want to go to UVA, which by the way, UVA is a great school. And look, you can already start seeing it. And oh, what's this? Audio guide. Where is it? Oh my God.
Welcome to Charlottesville, Virginia, home to the University of Virginia, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and my favorite place. Before we get started, let me explain the.
All right. So yeah, if you don't want to actually watch it, here you can see like the what's it called? Not the transcript, the transcript? Sure. Well like the script of what she's saying. But yeah, so they walk you through the entire thing and you can check out the entire campus. And like I said, if you don't like, you can either listen to the people who are standing there in the corner, kind of scary to some extent. And if not that, then you can just keep looking around. And like I said, it's really great, fully interactive. You can click different things and you can have access to videos from the schools. That was loud. Thank you, Miles. And yeah, so once again, this is a really cool website. I highly recommend checking it out once again because it will be related to today's assignment. So yeah, so that was UVisit. Once again, that one was really cool. Give me a second. All right. So let's think about this. Why bother attending college fairs and presentations online? So the reason why we should be attending college fairs and presentations online is because they help to give us a sense of direct connection to the school. Through college fairs and presentations, you usually have actual current undergrad students doing live presentations and meeting with students one-on-one or at least in small groups to really get to know one another and what their experience has truly been like in its most authentic form at that school. So this can be really useful if you're still not sure on where you want to attend or where you want to go. So yeah, it's really important to participate in college fairs and presentations or virtual college tours. I personally did some in my senior year of high school for a couple of the UCs and some of the CSUs, which was really vital, especially during the time of the pandemic when we were in quarantine and we couldn't go places. I didn't want, well, obviously I can't risk my family. So those college fairs and presentations were detrimental to me to understanding a much more in-depth idea of what goes on at those campuses and those schools. And even obviously I would have much rather preferred that they were in person. They were really great at getting me to feel connected to the school. I remember back when I thought I was going to go to UC Santa Barbara. I saw one college presentation and I was sold. So there really is a strength in these presentations, and we really should value them for what they are, and heavily keep them into consideration, especially when you are entering this next phase of your life where you're finally going up to college. So yeah, so there's my little spiel. So for today, we are going. So your guys' job is to come up with or to sign up for one college fair presentation, attend it, and then you have to do a write-up on it. I know that may sound kind of annoying, but honestly, I think it's a great way of making sure that you were paying attention and that you were interacting because you are required to engage with them, ask questions, give comments, like get to know these people. So here we have 3 different links. And I believe that you should all have access to these as well. So first we have this little Google spreadsheet, and on this Google spreadsheet, we have the International University Admissions Events. So all of these universities are, well, they're both international, but they're also within the US, don't worry. And all these give intro videos, or they have links to when you can sign up for the next like interest, like the next what is it? tour or the next event. Usually things about financial aid, things about what academic life at the school, and anything like that. And it's constantly being updated and made sure to have the most recent signups for those events. And you should definitely make sure that you're checking out this website. And like we said, so it's divided up by the university here on the first column, followed up the details of what the event is. From there, we also have where you can actually go to sign up for it if you want to get in contact with them, and additional information on here. So yeah, so that is one website that you can use for the assignment for today. You can also use the Western Association for College Admissions Counseling. So this one also has a bunch of different college fairs. Now, yeah, so a lot of these can give you direct access to local college fairs. Oops, what did I do? That are within the area or that you can attend. Yeah, sorry, I'm losing my train of thought. Yeah, so up here you have your dates and where you can go, where the most local one will be. And yeah, now some of these do, like some of these that are in person do cost money, but I believe that there are some virtual ones as well. So you're definitely gonna want to check that out. But I personally think that the most useful one would definitely be some of the websites that I mentioned earlier, or this one, because it doesn't cost money. So this is the NACAC, which I'm not sure what it stands for. I'm going to assume like National American College Association Club. Sure. So yeah, so they also conduct college fairs both in person and virtual, which is really convenient. So here you have different college fairs for performing and visual arts schools, multi-vision, STEM, student pathways, etc. And those are for online. Or if you're looking to go to attend an in-person one, they have all these right here. Now, like the most recent one would be in Orange County, but they're also always getting updated. So yeah, so your job is to sign up for one college tour or college fair and participate in it. And to prove that you actually did it, we are going to require that you submit a screenshot. What is it? Yeah, that you submit a screenshot of the college fair that you participated in. So yeah, just like the virtual tools, you are going to be hearing straight from students, alumni, and admission representatives from the school. So engage with them in the chats, ask them questions. And the big advantage is that for you is because everything is still like very new in this virtual environment. The sessions are relatively small and they're pretty intimate. They're very close knit within the speaker themselves and the group that you will be a part of. So you get to really connect with people and hear about their experiences and recommendations. Now, if you're doing a private school, these are ways that meetings can scout you. So there are no set requirements for admitting students. So sometimes these sessions can put you on their radar. So be sure to put your game face on and, and dazzle at the enthusiasm and interest. If you're looking to go to a private school, at least. So yeah. So feel free to check out any of those websites, like we said, and to register for one college fair or one campus tour or one virtual campus tour. And like we said, you are required to submit a screenshot and you will have access to this assignment as well. Oh, I didn't put it up here. There we go. Yay. Okay. So yeah, so today's assignment is pretty quick. So here, once again, your name, and then what are some reasons that you should do a virtual college visit? Just as some we mentioned earlier, but if you have any of yourself, feel free to tackle them on as well. And then here's where you're going to submit the college fair, what is it? The college fair session or presentation that you participated in. And this is where you're going to do your write-up. So just talk about it, and it is required. Ignore this one, like this is just came with the template. Let me just delete that really quick. There. So yeah, so 3 questions. Shouldn't take you very long, but you do it but yeah, definitely sign up for that. For the college fair. or college tour. So that is it for today. If you have any other questions, of course, I am always here to help you. Oh, here's the assignment, by the way. So yeah, register for one of your target schools' upcoming presentation. Attend and document your session and do a quick write-up of what you asked and learned. Pretty straightforward. So yeah, so that is it for today's session. Of course, once again, I have my little SpongeBob character right there. You can see Squidward is closing down the Krusty Krab. Be sad for SpongeBob. So yeah, once again, my name is Diego. Here's my contact info. You can email me if you need help, but I am in your Slack channel, so it'd be easier if you just send me a Slack, or if you Slack me, whatever. Not slap, Slack. Perfect. So yeah, so that is it for today's College Ready seminar. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. And yeah, y'all should be y'all should be excited. This is a really exciting time. So yeah, if I don't have any otherwise, enjoy your day. And yeah, let's research some colleges, right? Right. All right. Bye, y'all.